All right, guys, here we go, man. Welcome back, man. First and foremost, thank you guys to the subscribers, man. Thank y'all. I'm gonna jump right in here, but I just want to say thank you to everybody that supports my channel. It don't matter if I had a million subscribers or one, even none, man. I continue to do this, man, because like I said, God put it on my spirit to do it. I enjoy doing this. I get a lot out of these. I hope you guys do too, man. From the time to time, I'm gonna, depending on how I feel, man, and how the video is gonna come out. The one yesterday, I'm gonna share more on that too. Because I just want to go to show people that, like, even though I'm sober and like I'm doing the right things, like life is not always gonna go the way you want it to or expect it to, and you're gonna run into trials and tribulations, man. But like I said yesterday in my video. When I deal with hardships in life like today, like my first thought is not, hey, let me go say F it and go get high. Because, I know using drugs and alcohol is not going to solve my problems. It's only going to compound it. A few years back, that was my answer to everything. I would give up. I would say, fuck it. And I would go get high. And then my problems would obviously get worse. And then I'd sit there and, well, why is everything falling apart? But now I look at, I still ask why and I still question things, man. But, I ultimately, I have faith, man, that things will work out the way they're supposed to. But I still got to do my share of the work, man. And you guys do too. So, like, if you're going through things in life, man, like truly hardships, or if you feel they're hardships, don't, using is not going to solve your problem, And temporarily it might seem that way, but it's not. It's going to make your life so much worse, and the problems is still going to be there. It's not going to dissolve the situation. It's just going to make you forget, and then you're going to have to continue that cycle over and over and over again. So that's a positive outlook on my situation. Is I don't use today when I deal with things. I find I come up with solutions. Even at times, a lot of times, it's an expensive solution, and it makes me sick. But at the end of the day, man, I know, I'm doing the right thing for the right reasons. And anybody out there that feels like they can't do it, they can too. I just want to share with something real quick. Like, I think back a lot of times, like, I just want to share this, because, like, like, you got to have a good sense of humor, and you got to, be thick-skinned and being a drug addict and even like, as in recovery now and stuff. And like, I used to get offended. My little sister used to call me a crackhead all the time. Every time she'd be like, she'd call me a crackhead. And like, I'd get offended. You know what I mean? I'd be like, listen, I'm not no crackhead. I'm a heroin addict. You know what I mean? Like, it's a big difference, like, and I used to truly get offended over this shit. Like, who are you calling a crackhead? Yeah, I smoked crack before, but I'm a heroin addict on a day-to-day basis. Like, that's my full-time job, heroin addict. And you get it right. But I was just thinking back on that now, man, like, because, like I said, I used to hurt a lot of people, man, in my ways, man. I was selfish, manipulative, and all the other character defects that I had, and I still have character defects and I work on daily. Like I'm going to, share a lot of my personal life, to the world, man, because this is forever. And you know what? Like, I put my ego and pride down, man, because you know what? At the end of the day, and this goes for whoever's watching this as well, what somebody thinks of you is none of your business, man. Let them think whatever they want. I mean, if it's true, it's true, man. Like, all right. We all got things we're not proud of. We all got things that, we regret. And, the thing about me today is, and, what I love about myself is, like, I can take accountability for the things that I've done and do, I know today I do the best of my ability to do what I'm supposed to do, Stay sober, take care of my family. Like, that's it. That's what I do. But... I was sharing a little bit of my story. I had part 1 come out. I'm kind of all over the place, but I'll get set up where, but I'm going to do the part 2. And then I'm going to get into some very personal things, man. And it's my life though. And I just want to let people know, like, sometimes, like, your plan is not going to go the way that you think it is. But that's okay, because something better is coming along. I promise you. Have faith, man. Have faith. You know, people like me, you know, I believe in God wholeheartedly, man. He's been working in my life, I mean, forever. But once I stopped thinking about myself, I could really see the work that God's truly done in my life. And had things that gone my way, you know, I wouldn't be where I'm at today. I don't know where I'd be, but I could tell you, you know, He knew exactly what I needed, when I needed, where I needed, why I needed it. And, you know, He delivered, man. Of course, like I said, we have to put the work in, because we got to change and grow, man. The obstacles that we go through is going to make you who you are. So, you know, I think about it every day, man, where my life's at today and where it was, you know, almost 2 years ago. And it's two different lives, man. Like, I'm two different people. And people see me and talk to me and stuff, and they're just like, you know, a lot of people is just blown away, man. And I look at them like, I'm surprised. But, like, then I look back on, like, who I was. And then I'm like, well, you know, I mean, that's you know, I've you know, my life was just about chaos, man. Any kind of, like, you know, negative thing in my life, it was like I attracted that shit, man. You know, and you know, I paid the price for it, man. I'm still paying the price for it. And that's another thing, man. Don't get too, you know, feeling like, man, you're just getting drowned in problems and stuff from your past, and, like, especially when you get sober, because you're just, things is gonna come at you and come at you and come at you and come at you. But, you know, man, you're not gonna get more than you can handle, man. I promise. You know, but like I said, man, it takes a lot of work. And, you know, like, I was talking to a buddy of mine yesterday, and, like, I never thought, like, I thought my whole life would be, especially when, you know, I was trying to get sober and stay sober, like, my problem then at the beginning was just not using, you know, just not using drugs. Because I always, you know, I have a, you know what, I have a disease that tells me I don't have a disease, you know. And, like, that is some sick shit. Whether y'all care about the disease or choice part, that's irrelevant. We could talk about that too, like I said. But, you know, my brain tells me, hey, you don't have a problem. Come on, let's go have one. You know, or it tells me, hey, let's have a beer. You're not an alcoholic. You're a drug addict. You know. And at the end of the day, man, like, alcohol's a drug, man. And, like, I feel for the alcoholics, man, because it's everywhere. You know, signs, pictures, commercials. I mean, it's just everywhere, man. So, you know, I just wanted to get on there and say that, man. I'm not going to get into, you know, the part 2 yet. I am going to share with that tomorrow. I just wanted to get on here and just, you know, just share a few things, man, with my people on here, man. And, you know, like, don't ever feel like you're too far gone, man. Like, you're not. If you're alive, you have a chance, you know. You just got to get your head out your ass, man, and you got to put some work in. And I just can't stress that enough. Like, honestly, man, like, if you dedicate, like, if you look at it like this, anybody out there struggling with drugs and alcohol and that really wants to change, I promise you, if you take, like, 6 months of your life and dedicate it to truly changing who you are as a whole. I'm talking about the whole thing, like going to treatment to get detoxed and get your brain cleared out, then going to a halfway house, and then doing a sober living or whatever, even just the halfway house or whatever, like a good 6 months, man. And it takes, you know, a few months. I don't know. I'm just picked the number 6 months, but it takes a few months, because you got to get that old thinking out of your head. And don't get me wrong, that old thinking's always going to be there. But, you know, if you give it time, like, it'll teach you, like, how to hold yourself accountable, you know, how to, you know, be dependable, you know, how to, you know, be of service to others, man. Because at the end of the day, like, if you're anything like me, man, like, you're a selfish dude. And then the bad part about it is you probably don't even see how selfish you really being. You know, like, if you're out using drugs and alcohol, chances are you are one of the most self-centered people out there. Because I mean, if there wasn't, like, I'm sure you have a mother, wife, daughter, kid, somebody out there that worries about you every night, man, and never know when they're gonna get that phone call. You know, like I used to say, my mom used to be happy when I would go to jail, cause she know, like, I was alive, and I can't get no drugs in jail. Well, you can get drugs in jail, but you're not gonna, you know what I'm saying. But guys, just you can learn something from anybody, and that's another thing. Like, I know nothing. All men are my teachers, man. All men know something. And you could also learn what not to do. I took plenty of information on people on what not to do because, I seen them try, and I seen how it worked out in their life. So I learned from that. I just learned not to do it. I'm gonna be sharing some personal stuff on here. I got some other stuff coming up. It's just, it takes me time, man, because, I work, and then I come home, and my son wants to play, so I have to play with him. Then I'm remodeling my kitchen. I'm just got a lot of stuff, but I'm gonna always make time to get on here and put some kind of message of hope, man. Like, and there is hope today, man. I don't know if I shared the story on that, but if not, I'll do a recap on another video on how I came to, meet a woman and her son, and then like they changed my life, man, and they don't even know it. I got saved there, and I don't even think I'd truly be here today if it wasn't for her and him, man. And I actually went back out and used, but the name of the place was There Is Hope. Like, I mean, what kind of smack in the face of reality is that, man? Because today there is hope, guys, and you can be clean and sober. You just have to want it. If you don't want it, keep doing what you're doing, but you're gonna continue to get what you got. But if you really want to make some changes in your life, man, put down the drugs, pick up the phone. You call the dope, man. Call a treatment center. Get in touch with me. I'll call a treatment center for you. Reach out. Put your pride down, put your ego down, because then ain't going to do nothing but get you killed anyway. I just want to, firstly, thank God, man, that, for just bringing me to where I'm at today, man. I can say that. Like, I'm not ashamed to admit, like, that I love God, and that's my higher power, man. You have to believe in something, man. You know what they say, believe. You got to stand for something or fall for anything. But you have to believe in something, man. Like I said, we've been believing in the drugs and alcohol, for however long you was using, man. Put your faith in something else, man. I promise you he'll deliver you up out of it. But, this is it, man. I appreciate you guys, all the people to support me. If you like this video, man, hit that like button, man. Go ahead, punch on that like button a few times, man. Comment, subscribe. I'm trying to get this channel up, man, so as many people can see it. It may not be the best, but it gets the message out. And, like I said, I'm working on some other things. But I appreciate you guys. God bless y'all. And if nobody told y'all today they loved you, somebody will.